All right, welcome back, and hopefully a minute it goes faster now, so we don't have any of those stalls anymore. So we left off. We had just did this to our homepage. We basically just stripped everything all down to where we're starting with basics here, and now we're ready to start thinking about our content a little deeper. So here's where AI comes in. This is what I've been excited about. This is what I've been really wanting to show y'all. In fact, the whole reason I did the whole how to build the website and how to do all that is to get you to this point so you can start making the content. If you already know how to build a website, you already have a website, that's fine. You don't have to. This isn't about WordPress now. This is not no longer about that. This is about making the content. Then we'll go and I'll show you how to put the content into WordPress. But if you already have a site, you already know how to put the content in the site, you're set. So if not, I'll walk you through all that. So you want to go to https:// surferseo.com / FPR equals bonus. And yeah, they do compensate me a little for this. So if you don't mind for me doing these videos to show you how to use all this stuff, if you'll sign up using that, you'll get a little bonus with it. So, and you could try it out risk free, 30 days. All right. So if you want to go in there and I'll show you this right over here. So this is how I got started with them. I did the 30-day and I was blown away. I'd used another tool first, and the other tool that I'm going to show you, I will show you later, integrates along with Surfer to really get that content up the way you want it. So you can go in there and just get started. But of course, I've already got an account. I'm logging in because I'm already ready for that. And you will see I do also have Grammarly pulled up here. I use Grammarly to go and just make sure it all sounds good, because the stuff it gives you is a lot of content, but you really just want to make it sound really nice after it's done. And this is really to guide you. So this has several different tools. You can go to the content editor, audit, content planners, SERP analyzer, keyword research. I'm going to go through each one of these. And first, let's see, content editor. Let's look at that. Now these use credits on here, so when you run through something. All right, here's one that I've already done. All right, I typed gardening in there, and this is what it gave me. So if you typed in gardening, be sparing on what you use, but you do have on the plan I'm on the pro plan, and I get 100 on the content editor. I can do 100 different ones, and it stays around even after the month is up. So for the next month, if you pay it monthly, you'll still have access to your old ones. Article outline available in brief. So this is a new thing they started doing, and this is, to me, it was a game changer in what they do. So I think I did this during that. So top 10 gardening tips for beginners. All this. I wrote all this using this, just throwing it together. It's not fantastic, but it was just an example thing. Now in brief, you go to each one of these. You know what? I think y'all would probably like it better if I just created a new one. So let's go ahead and create a new one. Let's call it building a website. Let's see, maybe I don't know. I wish I was live. I can get suggestions from y'all, but I'm gonna go with let's go with SEO. We're just very simple SEO. And we're going to turn NLP on. Now what NLP is, stands for natural language processing. This is the AI of the thing. So this is where the AI is kicking in right there. So create content editor with natural language processing. You can go into settings too if you want. NLP provider, I'm going with Surfer. You could choose Google. NLP entities. Enrich the terms of use section for your query with phrases from Google NLP API. Get even twice as many suggestions for terms to include. So I've got that turned on. So we're going to go to create content editor with the NLP. This is about to blow your mind. So we did it. It's down here. It's doing that right now. And we don't have to sit there and wait for that. We can go ahead and, I think we can click it. In fact, we want to go ahead and click it. No, no, I guess we do have to wait. So looks like it's coming along. But over here, I'll show you Grammarly while we wait on that. So I use Grammarly. I don't have a promo code for that. I'm not an affiliate of them. You can see some of the things I've written and stuff. And before I submit anything to anything, I even long Facebook post, I'll go over to Grammarly, paste it in, or it's actually on my phone and Grammarly, it's my keyboard. But you go in here and start typing, and you can go over here and adjust goals, correctness, all this clarity. It tells you how you're doing on everything. So it's nothing to check yet. So we're just gonna hello world. If I can type. So as you can tell, it's all correct. It's all good. We go over to plagiarism. Now this is a great thing to use with any AI tools you want to do plagiarism. Looks like your text is 100% original. Now, hello world is not 100% original, but it's not important enough of the two words to be worried about. So we don't really have to worry about that. So if we did something like welcome to Facebook, let's see if that's important enough to, because I'm sure that's quoted. Oh, text is too short. At least 30 words. So I don't know. You know what we'll do? We'll go somewhere and take something. So let's go look for you know what? Let me go to. Sorry, I spent too much time pausing and thinking. Let's go to Surfer and let's just steal something from them. Or let's just, the first ad right here. So let's take that. We're going to take it. We're going to copy it. Hopefully that's enough to show you an example of what I'm talking about. I'm trying to show you something so easy, but it's got to take so long. All right. So now it's calculating over here. That's saying that is not a. All right, here it is. 100% of your text matches a source. SurferSEO, FPR equals Walter or whatever. So we basically copied what they've already done. So it's telling us 100% of this is stolen. So if I put this on my website, you know what's going to happen? Google's going to say that's a no-no, and they're going to take me away from my search result. We don't want that. So don't steal stuff. All right. We can reverse engineer. That's a different kind of matter, because what we're doing is we're taking what's ranking. We're taking the top 5, top 10 search results and doing something with it, writing our own content about it. Even if we're using AI, it's still our content in the end. So this is done in the content editor, so we no longer have to wait and kill time. Let's go to SEO. Let's see what it's got to say about that. They're setting up the editor for us now. And SEO, your perfectly optimized content goes here. So for SEO, they're saying for the top 10 results on Google for SEO, they have an average of 6,400 to 7,400 words on that one page, with 49 to 114 headings, at least 115 paragraphs, images 13 to 30. That's some serious amount of content. So usually you'll find words like, it's like 1,500 maybe words, 1,000 or 2,000 words, maybe 15 to 25 headings. So this is a lot. That's going to give us a lot of information, like other things, other words that go along with it. So that's not the big juicy part. We're about to get there. Let's look at headings. These are good headings for that. Natural language processing. Let's see what it comes up with. So it's got a lot of words that are important. But now for the juice. Let's go to brief. Let's see outline builder. This is going to build us an outline. Basically, we can make this like a puzzle, and we can puzzle piece together the whole shebang, the whole article, and have it optimized for Google. So this is where the magic happens. This is where it starts. It starts with this kind of stuff, and then we'll take it over. Later, I'll show you how we take it in another tool and make it even better. Then we'll hit it with Grammarly, make sure it's nice laid out, make sure it's clean, make sure it's readable very important, readable, and we make sure that it gets their attention in the first little bit to make them read the rest. Because if they come over there and they see just a bunch of words, they're going to get bored real quick. And I'll tell you what, another thing I've learned is the average reading age, a mental reading age for everybody on the internet. The average is 8th grade. Doesn't mean it's a bunch of 8th graders on the internet. It means that the average adult is reading, happy to read at an 8th grade level. You get above that 8th grade level, they're going to get bored. They're going to get tired of it. They're going to walk away. And when they leave, Google sees them leave, and they'll go to another website, another search engine result, and go to that page for what you were ranking on, and they'll stay there. And that tells Google right away, this website is not good. People don't like to stay on there. When they see that happen 1, 2, 3 dozens of times, you just keep ranking lower, worse and worse, and it's not good. You want to get their attention. You want them to stay on your website, and you want to do it fast. So first thing, your page loads fast. Second thing, it grabs their attention fast. Now the outline builder, here's H1. That H1, there should be, I believe there should be one H1 on your website. So let's see what ideals it has. Our law fellows are taking every opportunity to learn. That has nothing to do with this. So that's AI for you. Search engine optimization. SEO is a process to improve the quality and quantity of site visitors. The purpose of SEO is to increase traffic to websites. When websites are highly ranked and may become potential clients. Y'all can read this, but there's one ideal. That's original content, y'all. That's yours. You can own that content, unless I take it. SEO basics, complete beginner's guide to search engine optimization. This article will represent an introduction. Now, sometimes you'll find things inside there that you're like, okay, that shouldn't be in there. Like COVID-19's got nothing to do with this. So you'll and Daily Mail Online, that might have been part of what AI read to get the ideals. That doesn't mean that this is copied from there. It doesn't mean that. It means that it used some of their sources to create the ideals. Just like when you read a book. All right, you read a book and then you go tell somebody about the book. It doesn't mean that when you tell somebody about it that you stole it. It means that you got ideals from these places. So it might have picked up ideals from all over the place. This AI is called GPT-3. It's a giant brain of the internet. As of 2019, it took all the internet, basically all the important stuff of the internet, and created this. What is SEO? A better ranking with search results means that you gain a higher number of users. It's generally defined as an improvement process on a site. You know what? I already know what I like. Search engine optimization. This. I'm gonna click it. All right, that didn't go right. So we need to change this right over here. Let's take all this out. We're taking everything out of there. Y'all know how I like to do. Just strip it out and start over. Click that, boom, it came over here. All right, so after that, let's click enter and let's scroll down. We got our H1. There was nothing else in there that I wanted. If there was something else that was really great in there, a really good nugget, I may take it and make it an H2. H2 is just an HTML tag. You can see over here heading 1. And this is going to be normal. This is going to be heading 1. You can see right up here. So that's just the HTML code that tells Google that, hey, this is heading 1. That means that's like the title of the book for that page, basically. H2. Let's click H2. And why is SEO important for marketing? Boom. That sounds good. Even if the content inside doesn't sound the greatest, you can take it and modify it later. We're just basically building an outline, and we're going to take tidbits of what we like. Content marketing and link building as marketing strategy, keyword research and selection. Welcome to your SEO learning journey. SEO strategy, black hat versus white hat. How does SEO work? Wow, these are all great things. These are good. I'm just going to start populating to show you how this is done. So put that in there. History. It's likely introduced to lexicon in 1997, early versions, search engine. Yeah, I built my first website before 97. It was a different world. Content marketing and link building. So, as marketing strategy, that seems really good as marketing strategy. Even if just the title sounds good to me, I'm going to grab it, and this is mine. I can go and modify like crazy. Keyword research and selection, that's good. Welcome to your SEO learning journey. You know what? That actually belongs better, I think, up here. So we can rearrange that. That's why I said it's like a puzzle. Welcome to your SEO learning journey. So black hat versus white hat, that's going to be good. How does SEO work? So we fit in here why SEO is important for marketing. It's marketing strategy. We figure out where each of these pieces of the puzzle go in. Keyword research and selection. So how does SEO work? So we got to decide. We're going to do it after why SEO is important for marketing and before as a marketing strategy. How does SEO work? So how can I learn SEO? That might be better. Right after welcome to your SEO learning journey. So how can I learn SEO? Now again, in the end of all this, you're going to want up here, you're going to want some meat that gets people. You're going to want words that really grab them in and make them want to keep going. So your more boring stuff, you're going to want to bring down here. Keyword research and selection. That's not going to be the first thing that they're going to want to read about. Common technical SEO issues and best practices. It's a bottom of the page thing. You want to make sure it flows. I'm going to do this black hat versus white hat. That's important. I'll tell you what that is. That black hat is doing some stuff you shouldn't be doing. All right, it's going out, and example might be buying links. So buying links is where you're basically paying for people to put links on their site, and that is a good way to have your link on the wrong sites, and Google figure it out because they catch other spammers doing that, and your site's affiliated with those sites. Next thing you know, you don't know why your traffic went down to zero. So that's something you want to be very aware of. You want to be white hat. You want to go by the rules. This, what we're doing right here, that's by the rules. It may seem like it's not, but this is just fine, because you know what? Let's go ahead and test what we have so far. Now, I know we haven't done anything to this. We haven't done anything. And you're probably thinking, man, that is going to be copywritten like crazy. That's already been written. Now, it could be 5%, 10%, but highly unlikely. It's the margin of that is very small. So I'm going to Control V. We can set our goals here in Grammarly too. I'm not here to tell you about Grammarly much other than how I use it. But audience, you can select these, and so you can have goals. Your tone, you can be optimistic, joyful, and all that. You can set up your goals so you can know if you're not writing in the tone that you really want to do. Intent to inform. We can do all that. I'm not messing with that. I'm leaving default right now. Here's what we want to see is plagiarism. So there is these are suggestions to make it sound better. So plagiarism, there's 2%. What is search engine optimization explained? This right here was, so we can go through each of these, and we see we have a very small amount of plagiarism. Really 6% of all this is plagiarized. So we're going to go in, and you're going to take those and modify those things. You can rewrite this. You could just strip out certain parts. You know, if you're like, that's too close, I don't know how to reword that enough. But you don't have to reword it very much. So, but I just wanted to show you that this is all original content. You know, plagiarism, this has led to the rise in mobile. I mean, really, that's That's what's plagiarized. So the things you'll find in here, keyword research is done for several different reasons, but the two most important are you just rewrite this, find a better way to write it, which there's a tool to rewrite this too, guys. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you that on the next video. This is going to blow your mind. You can see how over here what we've written so far. Let's go back to guidelines. All right, look at this. Our score is already a 43 on our content score. What this is you want to get as high up as you can without sounding spammy on your keywords, but that's why you need a lot of words. But you want to get that up high because that's what the top 10 websites in the United States, because we're searching SEO United States, the top 10 sites are using these particular keywords in this particular way and using these amount of words and all this. So we want to match it up. So with all this, it's telling us that we're already at a 43. We can go back over here to brief, go back to our H2s, see what other H2s we want in here. Left off, black hat, white hat. Does SEO work? Now you got to remember which ones you've already used. So you might have to scroll through every now and then and remember. So how does SEO work? So let's put that. That's a good topic. Again, the content in the topic might not be great. It might not, but the title is good to what it is. Who is this guide for? You know what? That might be good. How does SEO work? Did I double do that one? Yeah, I did. So let me take that out because we don't want it twice. Don't want to plagiarize ourselves. Let's see. So how can I learn SEO? Welcome to your SEO learning journey. How can I learn SEO? So who is this guide for? To me, seems like would fit right after that. I don't know if I put that in. Common and technical SEO issues and best practices. No, I don't have that in there yet. So that's boring into the page kind of stuff. But whoa, let's go up over here to see that undo. Why did that not undo? Let me just take that section out right there real quick and try that again. Let's see. There we go. Sometimes it'll paste in there weird. That happens. Easy fix. Easy fix. Keyword research, keyword targeting, best practices. That seems like it would go over here. Let's I don't know why I'm clicking spaces in there. I don't know how many blank lines we want in between. It's not really that important right now. I'll clean all that up later. How does search engine optimization work? Does SEO work? So that might be better. I don't know. You know what? I could take one of them out and I'll put this in there. And later as I go through and optimize this, I'll decide. Information architecture and internal linking. So that should go, I think that should go over here. Again, there's no rules to this. You just want to make it read good. Think of it as a training manual or a book or something. You just want it to flow. So content, let's see, on page optimization. So let's put that up over here. HTML, what is search engine optimization? Help Google find your content. Where would we match that up? Keyword research and selection. Sounds like after that it would flow good. So help Google find your content. The basics, I assume we've already got something kind of sounds like the basics, but that's definitely a top of the page. You know what? That topic needs to go up here. Looks like I haven't used that one yet. So let's see the content, but Yeah. Whether the content's good or not, again, just thinking about getting the free headline, the headings, getting all that figured out. SEO response to COVID-19. Okay. Learning SEO, every SEO marketing basics, the complete breakdown. Again, you're going to be doing this not about SEO. I mean, maybe that's your thing, what you want to do it about, but you're doing this about whatever. You may do it about cooking chicken. You might do it about gardening. You may do it about a pest control business or about an air conditioning business. You just want to make sure we get these keywords to get that score up high, and then we want to worry about the readability and what keeps people happy and in there. Now H3 headers, there's a lot of debate about H3 being important or not. There's a lot of argument that H3 isn't, but these are still good nuggets, and we can make them H2s. So white hat versus black hat techniques. So maybe that would be a good one underneath to expand out on black hat versus white hat. So this is black hat versus white hat versus black hat techniques. Let's throw that in there underneath that. Meta descriptions. So that's important. We find a place for that. All right, so basically this is what I want to show you. This is the first of all of it. So I know it might have been dry on parts. Sorry about that, but this is how to use Surfer to really get some content going on your website. Of course, you'll want to go over to Grammarly. You want to get rid of all your plagiarisms. You want to go over there and get your score up to 100. This performance score, you want it good. You want that good because the readability, Google has AI too. And that AI is going through reading sites and seeing if it's readable. And the 72 Grammarly is not genius in knowing how to do this beyond Google. Google does the same stuff. Along with Google's also seeing what people are doing when they're on your site. So you want over here, you'll want to make sure you've got up in the upper 90s on that. So back to all suggestions. You'll want to go through here and clean all this stuff up. So it'll give you suggestions. Accept all. You can go through each one of them. It'll teach you how to clean this up. It'll teach you how to rephrase sentence like the purpose of SEO is to increase traffic, blah blah. So SEO aims to increase traffic. So you see that right there. So rephrase the sentence. Boom. And what you'll find is a lot of times you go rephrase stuff. Any of the plagiarism that might be there, and I've had a lot of times I loaded up zero plagiarism, but a lot of that stuff might not be there anymore. The plagiarism might have already corrected itself. Now engagement, very engaging. So this is that stuff that you want it engaging. You want it clarity. You want it good. This is a bit unclear, so we'll have to work on that. But you saw how I just slapped it together. I was just throwing this content together. Just wanted to show you some of this stuff. So, but you want that engagement high. You want the delivery good. That's where people are excited to read it. They want to keep reading it because it's what they're looking for. And if they found what they're looking for, they're not going to go back to Google, search again, and find somebody else and tell Google that, hey, that website wasn't any good. I found my thing over here. Same thing I own a pest control business. If somebody searches for pest control in my area and they come to my site and they leave, and then they go to Joe Bob's Pest Control down the road, they go to his website and they stay, or they never search for pest control again, Google sees a satisfied person. They see them unsatisfied with me. So where do I go? I go down in the search rank. I go down to the next page. I start disappearing. Well, I would rather be the one that's on the first page, first result, second result. In my town, I'm second result, and in the direct area I'm in, the other area that I'm working towards, I'm getting up there too. So I'm trying to teach y'all how to do the same thing with your business, or if you're just creating a content site to make money off of through affiliate stuff. I'm going to teach y'all how to do all this. So there is much more to this, much more. Content planner will blow your mind beyond what you just saw. This right here, put in Fort Worth, we can put in whatever we want. We can do I've got the pro plan to get 20. And on this, we're about to wrap this up, but I'm going to show you this next time. But on this one right here, I can put in pest control, and it's going to go through there, and it's going to go through and look at all the top sites in that area, and it's going to create all that content of pages. It's going to tell me what all pages to create. So I'll do that on the next video, then I'll show you some other cool tools. All right, talk to you next time. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you go sign up for Surfer, get that month trial, try it out, use my link so you get that, and subscribe, follow, like my videos. If you like them, I hope you do. If you don't, tell me why so I can make it better. Thanks. Bye.